Hey friends, let's do some more simple science. So today, I thought we would make bubbles. So you're going to need dish soap, corn syrup, which if you don't have at home, you can easily find at the grocery store. I believe in the baking aisle. Water, and a few measuring cups. A spoon will also come in handy for stirring everything. So let's give it a whirl. In a bowl, I'm going to combine 1.5 cups of water with 1/2 cup of dish soap and 1/4 cup of corn syrup. I'll say that again as I do it. So, I also have a very good resource over here I may be consulting to help me out, to help you out. So, let's start with the water. We're doing 1.5 cups of water. So I've got my measuring cup. This is going in my bowl. And then my 1/2 cup. Next comes the dish soap. We're doing 1/2 cup of dish soap. Which, if you're wondering, is a lot of dish soap, but it'll be worth it. Okay, there's my 1/2 cup of dish soap going in the water. And now I'm going to add the corn syrup. Get all the dish soap out. You can use your spoon. Scrape it all out of there. It really likes to stick inside the cup, so. There we go. All right, now, 1/4 cup of corn syrup. A lot like real syrup, like maple syrup. It smells very sweet too. Here we go. Ready? Gonna dump it in. And this guy really liking my measuring cup. Much more sticky, even than the dish soap. All right, so let's see if I can show you my bowl. There's everything. We're gonna mix it up. So give it a good mix. Make some observations. See how things are coming together. I can really smell the corn syrup. So I'm getting this very golden, bubbly liquid over here. Hope that's what you're seeing too. Made a lot of bubbles when I was stirring. That's what I've got. Everything combined. Should we give it a try? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a straw. I'm gonna dip it one end in my mixture. See if this works. And I'm gonna blow. Let's see. We got bubbles! Not as many as I expected, but let's try again. Ready? All right, we got some. Okay, that's not too shabby. Okay, let me try another kind of straw. Maybe maybe this kind of straw will be better. This is a regular old recyclable plastic straw. This is a reusable plastic straw. Maybe this will be different. Okay. Let's try again. Not quite. Go back to this one. Okay, we're getting a couple bubbles. Maybe if you have some pipe cleaners or wire at home, you could fashion yourself a wand, dip that in, and blow. Maybe I'll do that really quick with you. I should definitely have some pipe cleaners. Here we go. Let's try one more thing. So for the wand, I'm going to take a full pipe cleaner, bend it in half, and I'm just going to twist from the bottom. Make it super simple like that. There we go. Make that into a nice round circle. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna put this in our bubble fluid. I think we got some in there. Ready? Oh, almost. One more time. And then I'm gonna explain the science here. Maybe I didn't mix well enough. Hope you guys have more success than me. But this is all part of science, right? Gotta try it, gotta test it out. There we go. Nope. Maybe it's too big. One more test here. Let's make our wand smaller. Let's make some smaller bubbles. Everything feels very soapy. All right, made my wand smaller, maybe even a little bit smaller. Okay, one more time. Here we go. Now, I'll have to check the proportions. This is very drippy too. Maybe it's too wet with water. Maybe we need more dish soap. Play around with the proportions of things. Maybe you guys will have better luck. Ready? Bummer. But this is something we have to learn about science, right? Doesn't always work. But let's talk about this science behind bubbles, especially this bubble mix. So I'm going to use my resource over here, which I found very good at explaining what's going on. If you don't mind, I'm going to paraphrase and read parts of my resource over here. So when we talk about bubbles, we're talking about a pocket of air wrapped in soap. It's a very thin film of soap, but it's just a pocket of air. They can be filled with any gas, but they're usually filled with the air we breathe in and out. So apparently bubbles actually have 3 layers. A very thin layer of water is in between 2 layers of soap. And each little particle in the soap, each soap molecule, is set up in a way that parts of it that, like water, are facing the water, And those are called the hydrophilic molecules. And then the other parts, the molecules, those tiny, tiny, tiny building blocks of the soap that don't like the water are facing away from the water, and they're called hydrophobic. A good way to remember that is hydro, meaning water, phobic, coming from phobia, meaning afraid or fear. So you can think about the hydrophobic molecules being afraid of the water, and that's why they face away from the water. And a bubble will always attempt to become a sphere. Here's a fun fact. This is because this shape requires the least amount of energy to make. When bubbles stack, they merge their walls to minimize their surface area. And when bubbles of the same size meet, the wall that separates them will be flat. So they're no longer a perfect sphere. And one more fun fact. When bubbles that are different sizes meet, the smaller bubble will bulge into the larger bubble. And bubbles meet to form walls at an angle of 120 degrees. But if a bunch of bubbles all meet, take a guess, what shape do you think they make? The cells will form hexagons, which are six-sided shapes, right? So there's some really cool science about bubbles. But try the recipe, try the fluid, then play around with the proportions and see if you can get a better turnout for your fluid. But have fun. Keep experimenting. Figure out what works best, and I'll see you soon. Happy science. Happy experimenting. Hey friends. Yes, I'm back with the bubbles. I had a bit of better luck, so I wanted to capture it for you using our pipe cleaner wand. Ready? There we go. I think I was blowing too hard. So if you blow more gently when you get your fluid in your pipe cleaner, I think you'll get a really big bubble and it'll be totally worth it. I think this recipe does work. So have some fun. Blow your bubbles gently. One more time. And happy experimenting. See you soon, friends.